Woman. Okay, we are finally alive here. And what I don't know is actually, am I streaming from my phone or my desktop? I mean, not my phone, I do know that, a Zoom or my desktop. So at some point I'm going to disconnect it and we'll find out. But I'm Laura Rubenstein, owner of Transform Today digital marketing agency and the Social Buzz Club, which is a amplifying influencer tribe. We get the word out about you for you. We have a gamified content amplification system, and we love doing that for you. So today I wanted to talk about live streaming. And live streaming is super easy, except when it's not. And that means when the technology doesn't work the way you think it's supposed to, or it really doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Two different things, right? The way you think it's supposed to work is not always how it's supposed to work. So we have lots of ways to go live. You can go live from your desktop right now on Facebook by clicking the live button, and boom, you can do the same thing from your phone, right? And phone technology is awesome. And I love that we can just go live by pushing a few buttons. Now, the question is, do you go live this way or this way? I highly recommend this way, unless you're on Instagram or you're doing a story. So it really depends. You have to think, just don't do. Think of strategy, think ahead. What are your goals? So do you want to teach and have something that you can download and upload later for like YouTube video? If so, you're going to want to do it horizontally. Yay. Okay, horizontal, the long way, like your eyes. It's much easier to watch a video that is the same direction as your eyes. Your eyes are not on top of each other, they're this way. So it's interesting that stories have taken off, but those are just like meant for your phone, because that's the shape of our phone, and we read up and down on our phone for the most part. So if you're going to be for a mostly mobile audience, then you might want to do that vertical format. You can upload now rectangular horizontal video onto Instagram. So it's no longer you have to have it in the story format, though it's a little easier sometimes to view. You can also upload the square video, which is kind of a compromise. So, but if you want to go live on a regular basis on Facebook or YouTube, I do recommend the horizontal. I right now am using a webcam, and you can use the one that's built into a laptop. You can use one of the Logitechs, which are like the C920 or the C930. And those are pretty simple to plug in USB port and go, and you have really good quality. So the thing you need to know is, what is your goal? So if you have a specific goal, then you're going to want to create your live stream around that. Do you want to get a lot of people in? Do you want it to be private? Do you want to email out about it? How do you want to get people there? One of the cool things is you can start a watch party. And that's really fun. I'm going to start one right now. Did you know you can start a watch party live while you're on? So I'm going to do this to my personal profile, just giving tips, Tips Tuesday. That's what I do here with social media. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments, and I'm happy to look at that and hopefully answer that, or answer it on a future Tips Tuesday show, or get back to you one-on-one. You can certainly also message us here at Transform Today, or my personal my public page, Laura Rubenstein. Coach Laura R is the URL, depending on how you like to search on Facebook. There's so many options. So the easy options are the easy options. If you want to get started, it's super easy. I would love for you to just say, hi, I'm trying out live streaming from my phone. That's the super easy way to do it. You push, like you're going to set up a new post, whether that's on a page or a personal profile, which you can go live on both. There's less options, however, on the personal profile for editing afterwards. Did you know that on a page, a public page, that or any page, most pages are public, all business pages are public. Did you know that when you go into the edit mode afterwards, you can actually download an HD version of your live stream? It's really cool. They save it. They also create thumbnails for you. You can put in subtitles, and you can put it into playlists. None of that is available on your personal profile. So that's why I'm recommending start on your business page and do what I'm doing right now. Is create a watch party. So I stopped in the middle to give you that little bit. Tips Tuesday, social media made easy. We're talking live streaming, right? Is what I'm going to put on my watch um, party description. I always put in a description because that tells people what this is about. So I'm going to start that live stream. And actually, that's a watch party. So how did I start that is that I went ahead and went to the page and looked for the video, looked for my video on that I'm on live, right? And then I started this watch party. So because there was a button underneath it. Sometimes that button doesn't show. Again, social media live streaming is easy, except when it's not. You're like, where is it? So here's how I deal with all this. Accept it. We don't want to argue with reality and what is. I might try to refresh. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. I might try to X out and go back into that video. But again, if you're doing this live, you don't have many options. Luckily, when I went to the page, our Transform Today page where I'm broadcasting from, I saw the watch party right underneath the triangle, the play area and the image. And I was able to make this watch party. And thank you for joining. So if you have any questions about going live and why would one want to go live? So I'm giving you tips today. I like educating. I like having interesting conversation. I like engaging with a community. For business, this is very powerful because you can create a loyal tribe of people who are really interested in what you have to say and will engage with you and will share with you. So I love these watch parties because you can actually invite specific people to watch with you. You could arrange that ahead of time, or you could just plop it on your timeline and see who shows up, like today, what I'm doing. So welcome, Kevin. Welcome, Patricia. Really appreciate you being here. I can see on a watch party who joins. I can't see how long they joined for. So if you're gone, bye-bye. It's not always accurate. I can see people watching. It's really cool. So this watch party thing is super easy. Love it. And thanks. There's all kinds of ways. And then what's really fun is interact. If you're going to join a watch party, might as well give a thumbs up to the person. Even if you're not going to stay very long, it's very encouraging. We know, and if you have something you want to get out of it, a lot of times live streams make room for a lot of impromptu content. So if you had a question and you're on my watch party and you want to put it into the comments, I might change the course of what content I was going to share today and specifically give you what you need. Or if you heard a question from somebody else, or you have a concern, I, though, would recommend keep your live streams positive if your brand is positive, okay? Don't bring in things that you want to rant about unless that's your brand. Otherwise, you'll get known for being a ranter. If you do want to get known as that, that's your prerogative, of course, and it could be a very powerful brand. But if you're all about transformation, supporting people in moving forward in one area, stay focused on that. Stay focused on serving and supporting people. So what options do you have? Well, you can go live, like I said, just to recap how to make it going live on Facebook in particular, super easy. Going live direct from your desktop webcam or laptop webcam. Okay, you just go in like you're making a post on a page and you click the live button and it can start. Do put in a description. Okay, do put in a title. That helps people know what you're talking about. Like today, I put in live stream is easy, except when it's not. Okay, now if you want to get a little more advanced, you can use a service. There are 3 that I am very familiar with. Zoom, which is what we're going live with now. You can see that in the bottom. And I'm actually doing an advanced way to go live with Zoom with their custom streaming. That enabled me to schedule it ahead of time. And I actually just tried scheduling it like 7 minutes in advance today because I wanted to try to see if I could go live. And I had a little glitch. So there are glitches, and then eventually I refreshed and I started the live stream and it worked. So sometimes things change and we don't know they change. So we have to keep double checking, testing, and then moving forward. Just expect change. You'll have a much happier life that way, I promise. So Zoom is another one. Be Live is a pretty simple platform. You can pre-schedule your live streams. You can then manage comments from right in the Be Live window. And you can bring in guests. You can show your screen. Same thing on Zoom. You can show your screen. You can bring in guests. You have some cooler features on Be Live than you do on Zoom, but Zoom is pretty simple. and very, very reliable. Be Live has a new technology coming out, which is really cool. So I want to encourage you to try all of them. Zoom, by the way, if you haven't heard, newsflash, about a month and a half ago, made going live free, basically, from their meeting platform. You don't have to have the webinar subscription anymore. You can have just the meeting, a meeting room, and then under the More button, you can go click to go live on Facebook, on a group, on a page, even on your personal profile. So you can go anywhere you live on Facebook and go live on. And then there's Blue Jeans is another, it's similar to Zoom. So you, but on Zoom, you can also use the pre-schedule function. It's a little more advanced, like I mentioned before. So those are some of the tips about going live. Hopefully these are helpful. If you want to ask specific questions, feel free to message me here on Facebook at Transform Today, or at my, if you're a personal friend of mine, you can certainly message me because we're connected. I will see that, or at my public page, Laura Rubenstein, Coach Laura R is the username for Facebook. Again, live streaming is really easy. I like to make it easy for people. And get out there. If you let me know when you're going live, feel free to shoot me a message. I'd love to like, heart, and share it out there. So hopefully you found that heart button, you found that like button. See if you want to practice that, you can do that. I appreciate that. And we will be back next Tuesday. I have a super cool video tool for you to make those 1-minute square videos I talked about at the beginning about Instagram. This is going to blow you away, guys. So I can't wait to share it with you, but that's all I'm going to say. We'll be back next week with just a 10-minute tip and answering any questions that you put into the comments. I am so excited to be here. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now. And now let's see, how do I get out of here? So if I stop it on Zoom, it should stop it here. Bye-bye.